This is Haley. She is in college and as single as they get. Please someone help her. Despite all the couples around her, she still celebrates Valentine's Day. She may be a hopeless romantic with no romance in her life, but hey, someone has to. Enjoy this single girl's Valentine's week plan.
Hey guys, I haven't talked for a little bit, so I thought we would do a sit down, get ready with me chat. It is Thursday. I don't remember the last time I filmed, but it's Thursday. I'm doing something fun today, so I wanted to film. I've been wanting to film the past couple of days, but honestly this week has not been my week. Monday, I had one test. I had a 95 on that, but then Tuesday I had 2 tests, and I was just petrified for those. Like literally when I was taking them, I was shaking so bad. My heart rate was like 130 the entire time, and I just felt like I was gonna have a panic attack anytime. But I didn't, so that's good. I did have multiple breakdowns though. So I had one test in anatomy, and then a test in ultrasound, and there was labeling. And then some of the labeling I got mixed up, and I just felt kind of stupid. Because the thing is, I knew what they were, but I just, like, my mind blanked. When I looked at them, I was like, oh, I know I got those wrong. And then, so I cried a little bit Tuesday, and then Monday and Tuesday, I woke up early to study, and I didn't go to the gym. Yesterday, Wednesday, I did go to the gym, and when I woke up, so our first test was in anatomy, and like I said, there's labeling, so there's fill in the blanks that she has to go back and manually grade, and so I got a notification from our app that we use for grades and stuff, and it said I had got a 43%. Now I know I missed some, and I was like, there's no way I actually got a 43%. Because I know like I just said, I know I messed up on some, but I know I didn't mess up on like half of the test. I had a good cry at the gym, and like I was listening to sad music, and I was just in a terrible mood. So then I was like, okay, let me go to Starbucks, which is going to increase my mood. You know, I did go to the gym this morning, so treat. I went to Starbucks, was listening to music, and I felt like I was in a better mood. And I went to class early, and I went to my instructor's office to talk to her, and I was like, hey, I have a question about my anatomy test. And she's like, your anatomy test, is it graded? And I was like, oh, I got a notification yesterday, and I got a really bad grade. And she was, oh no, I was looking at your test because alphabetically I'm the first person in the alphabet in my program. So she said she was looking through mine, and she just changed a couple things, and she hit save because she doesn't want to lose it all, but she also didn't want to have to grade everybody's test because she started looking at mine at 10:30. And she also wanted to look at everybody else's to kind of see what they put for some answers, to see how to grade everybody else's. So I did not get a 43%. She hadn't graded, but she did say that I did pretty good on what she looked at. But it was kind of like, are you kidding me? And like, how do you not know that when it hits save, it's gonna send it? So I literally had a breakdown, and then I felt like I was in a better mood. Plus, the Boys of Tobin series is becoming a show. Madison sent that yesterday to me, and I was like, it's becoming a show. I'm like, I have to reread it. Like, I'm so excited right now. I love Boys of Tobin. If you've never read Boys of Tobin, please go read it because it is so good. I'll look up trigger warnings, but it is so good, okay? They're very long. There's very small print, but they are so addicting. When you get started, you want to just keep reading and keep wondering what's happening. Which was the up point. And then during Scan Lab, I just couldn't find, okay, I'll tell you guys because you are like my in real life besties. No, online besties. So basically, somebody dropped from our program, and she came to class yesterday, and then her and our instructor just went to go talk for like 30 minutes in our office, and then we have a big class group chat, and usually when anybody drops, they'll like text something and be like, hey, it's nice while it lasted, or they'll just leave the group chat or something. That's what happened this morning. So she sent that text at like 9:20, And then our instructor was in her office until 10 o'clock. So we were doing scan lab for an hour by ourselves, and we were doing a completely new view. So I thought I was doing really good. Okay, then our instructor comes in our bay, which is like where we scan. And I'm showing her, I'm like, yeah, I think I did pretty good. And she goes, I like click on all the ones, and she just goes, no, 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 to all of them that I just scanned. She's like, it's off axis, it's not good. And I'm like, oh, okay, great. So then I shed a couple tears then. So I switched over to views that we have done before because we had to capture those. I did good on those. And then I go back to the ones that I was trying earlier, and I sit there and I try for 20 minutes. Just keep on trying to get it on axis, and I literally couldn't because our instructor was helping another group, so I was waiting for her. And then she comes to my room and she kind of just goes, it's off axis. And it doesn't really help. And then she just like says, keep trying. Like, I've been trying for 30 minutes. That's why I asked for help. Ah! I don't know. Sometimes I feel like she just makes me feel stupid. Probably not intentionally, but it just happens. And so yeah, I try a little bit more, and then I actually get her help. And she helps me get out on axis. But I just felt stupid. And then, so the person that I scanned, we always like scan people. And in our class. So I thought we were done, and then she took off her EKG leads, and I was like, wait, I missed one of the views because it says to practice stuff, and then I already ended our exam. So then we had to have our instructor come back and help me, because then I had to make a new exam because it wouldn't let me add on to my other one for some reason, even though some others do let you add on to other ones. And then I had to make a new one just to do 2 freaking views, which I also like almost cried at that point because I'd been scanning for so long and I was just frustrated. There's that. The only good thing that happened really yesterday was that the clinical spot that I had, the clinical site that I had, was 3.5 hours away, and they had too many students, so they dropped out, which they can do before like the contract is signed. So for a week I didn't have a clinical site, but now I do, and it's only an hour away, and it's kind of smaller, which is kind of exciting because my Springfield one was giant, and which would be good to get a lot of exposure and to see a lot of abnormalities. But like my first semester, I think if I had to go to a clinical site where I'm doing 10 plus scans a day, I'd have a breakdown after work, after clinicals every single day. But the reason I'm getting ready today is, well, there's 2 things. One, the clinical site that I have, they want me to get a headshot. We'll take a headshot and send it to them, so then I can use that for my badge. And then 2, me and all my people in my program, we're doing a little Valentine's Day dinner tonight, so I can just like refresh my makeup because that's at 6:30 and then I get off at 4:30. But my goal is to come home and do a couple of assignments because if we're being real, I've only done a quiz this week and I have things to do for lab, which I did my one for lab. I just need her to check it to make sure it's good. And then I have like key terms and short answers and then a lot of drawings to do. So I just need to get some things done because I don't want my Friday to be hectic. And then I can do stuff Valentine's Day, but I need to start reading my book, so maybe that's what I'll do Valentine's Day, is I'll do some homework and then a romance book from when I went to Target, and it's Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood, and I've yet to start it, and it was going to be like my Valentine's Day thing, you know, because I'm like filming this. I was like, okay, let me just start this romance book because I haven't read a romance book in a while, and yeah, I haven't started reading it. Also, I've been talking a lot, so I'm going to finish doing my makeup, do my headshot, go to clinicals, not clinicals, why would I go to clinicals? Go to scan lab, work, the whole everything, and I'm going to film probably like what I'm wearing for this dinner. Maybe I'll insert some pictures. I want to bring Digital Dan because it's going to be night, it's going to be dark, and Digital Dan takes the best flash photos. So I've just been talking for 10 minutes. So I'm sorry, but next couple of clips will be seeing is actual Valentine's Day themed stuff. Okay, everybody, I am ready for our Valentine's Day dinner. Let me turn this off. Oh, but I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing. This is the face. I did do red lipstick a little bit, and then I took it off so it doesn't look so bad. And then I just did my hair natural. This is my dress. I thrifted it a while ago. It's a black velvet. There's a little slit, and there's rose. And I was like, this is perfect for Valentine's Day. Then I have a red ballet flats, and I also have a red cardi. So this is what I'm wearing. I plan to film a little bit at the restaurant just for fun, you know, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I am bringing my digital camera for pictures, and you guys are coming as well, so we'll see what happens. Hi guys, it's me. So last night I didn't film at the restaurant, but I'm sure I included a bunch of pictures. It was fun, but like I was sitting on the very end of the table, so like I was here and then everybody else was here, so I just felt like slightly lonely. But I think I don't like big crowds, like going to big group events, because somehow I always end up on the end and I just feel left out. But that's my fault, so that's my problems. But good morning, it's Friday. I'm wearing scrubs. For like regular lab, we have to wear our regular like school embroidered scrubs. But for open lab, I'm just wearing my Walmart ones because honestly, they're way more comfortable because they are bigger. And I literally got the same size in these as I got in my school embroidered ones, and these fit better. The other ones aren't bad, it's just because of my big boobs, when I put the other top on, it just has like no, like, well, scrubs don't really have stretch, but it has no breathing room for me or my girls, so yay. But yeah, it is currently 7:30. I didn't go to the gym this morning. I'm kind of late, and I went to bed at like 10:30-ish, I want to say, but I woke up at 6:45. I didn't take my makeup off, I didn't do anything, so this morning after I ate breakfast, brushed my teeth, and I took my makeup off. You can still see my mascara though. But my hair, I did a messy bun because I didn't want to wear my hair down, and I'm like, you know what, forget it, we'll just do this. And it looks cute. So I'm wearing this, and then I have my outfit change for work. So for open lab, I did this last Friday and this Friday, and then probably not for the next couple of Fridays for a while, because we missed a day of school because they did construction, so we had to make up those lab hours, and I work on Friday. So what I do is I go to open lab from 8 to 10, go to work from 10 to 2:30, when on typical Fridays I work from 9 to 1:30. So they were pretty chill with it, but I just go to lab, and then after I'm done scanning I change, and then I go to work. Before I started getting ready, I did a couple of assignments. So I had a couple of assignments due tonight, so I did some of those. So those are all done, so I don't have to worry about cranking those out, and then I have some due Sunday. So what I want to do at work is finish my key terms, which I've been working on yesterday during work. Finish those, get most of my short answer done, and then work on my drawings. I have 33 drawings for one class. So get started on those. I think later, after I get off work, Madison's gonna come over and I'm doing Valentine's Day nails for her. And also something very fun is gonna happen tomorrow. So I'll be sure to film that. But yeah, I want to read my book. I said that I was gonna go sit in my car and read for a bit when I got there, but people were already there, and I was a photographer because that's what I give myself the role of, you know? So, which is fine, but I didn't start my book. But also I forgot like to get most of my EKG stickers still there. Not as bad on this side, but this side you can still see the sticker residue. I just need to rip it harder. Going to lab, work, the whole shebang. If I get finished with Madison's nails before it gets dark, I might go for a walk because it's supposed to feel good today. But, you know, it was a crappy week. I ate crappy. I didn't feel really crappy. I mean, I didn't feel the greatest, so we're giving myself a little credit. Plus tomorrow I'm gonna burn like 1 million calories doing something fun. I'm outie. Happy Valentine's Day. It is currently February 14th, a Saturday. Yesterday night, me, my sister, and Gigi, we went for a walk at this place. Then we went to Sonic, got something, I came back, and I started reading Not in Love. I'm about 64 pages in. I read a little before I went to bed yesterday. Then I woke up this morning and read some. But it is now 9. And the temperature is okay, so I'm going to go for a walk. And I'm wearing my pink hoodie in honor of vday and my white sweatpants. I have a couple of things planned today. So we're gonna go to 7 Brew, I know that. No, and then tonight I'm doing something fun. So I do have to stay up late, so I have a couple of things I need to do for homework wise. But I'm gonna go on my walk this morning, and I'll be filming a lot today because this is like my last like love day. But I wanted to wear pink and talk to you guys. So I'm gonna go on my walk. Hey guys, what's up? So basically I'm now in the midst of rearranging my room. Like I was drank my 7 Brew, then I came and I read my book a little more, and I was like, wait, I want to change my room. So now I'm changing my room, and I'm going to show you guys what it's like right now. So my bed was laying like, vertically, so I made it horizontal, and then my desk was over here in the corner, and I moved it here, and then my bird's cage is just like facing this way. So, and I got rid of all my posters and everything. I'm going to put some stuff on the side walls, but I'm going to mop my walls. So my mom taught me this trick when I was painting the kitchen and the hallway, is you basically just mop the walls instead of using a magic eraser to do it all. But my walls are kind of dirty, like you can't see it, but since they're white they get dirty fast, and same with my ceiling. So I'm going to do that, then I'm going to vacuum. And I also have one of my old satin sheets, so all of this up here is exposed. And what I want to do is move all the clothes up there and put them underneath my bed. You can't see it right now, but all my craft stuff is under my bed, and I just want to put those there and then put my craft stuff up there and then make a like makeshift curtain with my sheet so it just looks cleaner. Then I also have my dragonfly, and she's been on this for a while. She used to be on my fan, but then I got rid of it. So I need to find a room for that. And my fan, okay, this is disgusting, but this is your sign to clean your fan because it is so dusty. So I need to do all of this. Mind you, I haven't had caffeine in a while, and it's 1 o'clock. So my goal is to get all of this cleaning done and then have motivation to do some of my homework. Because some things I like want to change, and like, I want to do this, I want to change this and this and this. And one of my other changes I like to do is start with my room. I think change is good, so that's what I'm doing. Plus, like, I wanted to clean my walls for a while and do a deep clean, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do that, maybe film, maybe not, but I'll for sure show you guys a reveal. Okay guys, room reveal. Also, I changed shirts because I got too hot. You walk in my room, my bookshelf is still here. I mopped my walls so they're nice and white. You can see them, not a lot of dirt. And between when I mop my walls, I use like actual mop. So between that smell and my scent that we use for our carpet, it smells so good. This is all the same. I just dusted it, rearranged a couple things, and I like the setup. Then my lavender per usual. Now my bed is laying like this, and I love it like this. It makes it so spacious in here. And then underneath my bed is where I have all my baskets of clothes that used to be up there, and then the craft stuff is now up there. So I took down most of my posters, and I kind of like it open like this. I just have a few things, and in the corner I have my lamp, my little nightstand, my fan, my urine stuff, my desk, which I took a bunch of stuff off of it. I like it minimalist, and I like to look out the window. Then I have my plant stuff and beans right here, and I kind of like it right here. Then everything else is just clean. And then I have my PJs for after tonight, and then my clothes for tonight. What I'm going to do is take one of my sheets and make a curtain for these shelves up there, but I don't have that. But I just like it like this, clean, and I feel like everything has a place now. So I'm gonna sit for a while. It's 3 o'clock. I took a break to eat lunch and then finished putting my clothes away. So take a slight break, maybe read a bit, and then do some drawings for anatomy. Hi everyone. it's a little while later. Also, you guys are coming in the car with me. I've already decided that. And it's makeup time. So we didn't go study Wuthering Heights, but I came home and I just been reading. Then I've been drinking my energy drink. And I just finished slicking back my hair. So I did my 2 ponytail trick that I did for my senior homecoming. So it's like one lower and one upper, and it just makes it look bigger. Because I wanted a slick back, but like power ponies are the move. And I'm wearing my red tank top. I'll show you guys when I'm done. But I'm doing my makeup. I'm going to just do light, honestly. Like, I'm already breaking out. The goal for when I get home is to take a shower. We'll see how alive I am then. Madison has a curfew of 1 o'clock, and we're getting there at like 10ish, so should be fun. I brushed my teeth because I had popcorn kernels in it, and I was not about to leave with freaking popcorn kernels in my teethers. But I am getting ready. I'm super excited. I'm bringing my digital camera to take some pictures before and during because I'm a D1 photo taker. And yeah, I'm just super excited. I did work on a little bit of homework. I started on my drawings for anatomy, but low-key days up. But I couldn't find where to put them either. I'm also hurriedly getting ready because I think they're going to pick me up. Madison's going to pick me up kind of early at 9:20. We're going to chill at Chloe's for a bit. But I am really excited. So I don't think I've... Sorry, my watch keeps going off. Formally said. So this bar near where I live, they're doing a boy band night tonight. It's like Justin Bieber, like early 2000 boy bands like One Direction, 5 Seconds of Summer, the Jonas Brothers, and Big Time Rush. Like, guys, we should go. We've never been to a... Well, I think Madison sent it. And I was like, wait, I really want to go. So I invited Hallie and Caitlin, and they're meeting us over there since they live in that town, but we live over here. So it just makes sense. But I am so excited to dance my little heart out to Baby by Justin Bieber. And I really hope they play One Less Lonely Girl. If they do, I'll put in the clip. Because I'm not bringing this camera in to the bar with me. But I am bringing digital down to take photos. But, like, you guys are coming in the car. Am I even making any sense for, like, our pre-thoughts and our after-thoughts? Because none of us have ever gone out, like, anywhere. We have, like, clubs and stuff because there's a college near us, but we never go. Especially to this one club, because there's, like, one club that all the high schoolers go to. And it's, like, a rite of passage to go there, but I've heard it's, like, gross. So I'm, like, you know, especially on Valentine's Day, because it's all going to be, like, girl groups going out. So I'm, like, this is the perfect time to go out for the first time as an 18-year-old who attends community college. So I don't really have frat functions to attend. We don't even have a frat. I think I'm really anxious on top of this energy drink I just had. But I am super excited to go. I was gonna do a full like beat, but honestly, it'll just make me look worse. I don't even really need blush because it's gonna be hot there. And it was raining earlier, and I think it is still raining a little bit. So I hope that goes down when we go in. You know, it's fine if we go out and it's raining because, like, we're leaving. But going into the bar when it's raining, not my vibe. Wait, I think I'm just going to use my blush to do my eyes. Also, I look really pale. Just, it's the lighting, okay? It looks like I've done nothing to my face. Just a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited. Like, I've never had a boyfriend or anything, shocker, but like Valentine's Day is usually just spent inside watching a movie or like not even caring because like I don't need to. Oh my gosh, Sparkles would look so cute with this. I'm going out world. I'm so glad that like this is like a perfect night, you know, to go out to, like I just said, because it's a girls' night out and it's a Saturday. But I'm super excited. This is what I've been waiting for like a month-ish. When I saw that, I was like, no, I want to go. And I am. Look out, world. Here she comes. I noticed that I'm rambling. So I'm gonna finish getting ready and then I'll show you my outfit before I leave. Also, I'm so excited. Okay, everybody, I am ready for the club. Oh, the lighting is kind of bright, so. But I finally fixed my flash on my camera. Well, not the flash, like the settings. So when you were taking photos when we all went to dinner on Thursday, I was taking a bunch of pictures, like I inserted here, and I was trying to figure out how to make them look good, but I think I figured it out. Like, here's one of my night ones. This is like in the dark, you can't see very well. Oh, I just zoomed in. Like, I think I figured out the correct setting where it doesn't look so bad. So I couldn't figure out where to put it, but I need to turn off the sound. Yeah, it's like a long shutter. I am so excited because for the longest time I couldn't figure out like what to press, and so some of the pictures I was like, no, what, there has to be a night mode, and I finally found it. But I'm about to leave. I have Digital Dan. This camera's coming with me. My energy drink, like I said, we're leaving kind of early because we are going to take pictures a little bit. Also, I swear, I need to turn down my camera. I'm not this pale. And I have my ID. Gonna get ID'd. Okay, I want to show you guys my outfit. But I need to see how. So I'm wearing this red tank top that I thrifted. It's kind of black, basic, but it has this. That's really it. My favorite jeans. They're dark wash and they're like tight here and then they're baggy. And then my sparkly shoes, which I think are my like club shoes. I wore them for all my dances and now I'm wearing this. And I'm gonna wear my black jacket in the car. It's gonna be cold. But I am so excited. I've never gone out, can you tell? Can you tell? But I'm gonna leave. Well, Madison's gonna pick me up, but I'm gonna leave with her. Hey guys, it's now Sunday, the day after the club, and now you can see that I look completely beat. It is like noon. I'm very tired. My legs hurt. I hurt. So, the bar was super fun. There ended up being 4 of us, because Hallie was hanging out with a guy, so. But it was super fun well, it was like a bar. So, it was situated, there was like this line of a bar and then the dance floor was right here. But the entrance was right there, so you could see people walking in and out. You could monitor the bathroom. And I really liked that. I liked the layout. I liked how it wasn't really like a super clubby type vibe, because there's one other place near me. It's called Levels, and there's basically 3 levels, like 1, 2, 3 levels, and they're all dancing things. Like they're packed, it's sweaty, there's people mean, there's fights all the time because they like don't really care who comes in, basically is what I'm saying. But this one was like a bar, so it made me feel more comfortable because there was more like older people and people who know how to act. If you get what I'm saying. Like, there was old couples just dancing their heart out, so it was just groups of girls. And I love going out. I think, like, at first it sounds super scary, but like when I went, you get all dressed up and everybody's dressed up and just hyping each other up and you're just staying on the dance floor dancing. However, I did feel sick like the entire time, so that was kind of a bummer. We ended up staying there for 2 hours. The boy band songs were really good-ish. Like, he just started playing Jonas Brothers, like one after the other, and I'm like, I don't know what this guy is playing right now. But they did play One Less Lonely Girl. I didn't know most of the words, but it's just like One Less Lonely Girl. I got a clip. I'll insert it here. I think of Madison and Chloe dancing. I wanted to film a little more, but it's fine. It's fine. So we didn't end up getting food afterwards. I still felt sick afterwards. Again, who's shocked? Of course, and fun things I get sick. So I came home after that. I took a shower. I don't know how I managed to do that. I promised myself, like, I already feel gross, so might as well take a shower. That's what I did. And I just, like, washed my hair, washed my body. Called it good. Changed into my satin PJs. I got I got Abby's, she has a heated blanket and she left it in the living room, and I slept with that, and it was actually perfect because my stomach hurt and my legs were super like tired. So I did that, and I, you know, like the emergency like orange vitamin C drink packet thing, so I did one of those. I only drank half of it, but I could tell that I was dehydrated throughout the whole thing because I literally, it was like one of those things where you have to like keep making spit because there's no water. You don't have any water, so it's super dehydrated. I thought that would be good. And then I passed out at like 1-ish. No, it can't be 1. I went to sleep at like 1:30, 1:32, that kind of range. It didn't take much for me to fall asleep, but I just had to like get on ready and do all that. We took a lot of pictures. I love taking pictures, if you didn't know. And yeah, that was my Valentine's Day. And then I woke up very tired and once again feeling sick. I feel better now, but my feet just hurt. I think it's just because you're like standing there, and usually my knees are locked. So every once in a while I'd be bending like my knees and like making sure they still work. So that was kind of odd. But I was not about to jump around. There would be no way. No way. But I changed into different clothes. And like I somehow managed to put a pimple patch on last night. I didn't like brush my teeth. I just put face cream on. It was weird. But yeah, woke up this morning. All I've been really doing this morning is reading Deep End. I'm pretty sure I called this a different title last time I talked, but I'm reading Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I'm on page 252. And I really liked it. I've read like 100 pages this morning. That's all I've been really doing. I have homework to do, and I'm baking. So, but I figured I'd sign off and tell you guys all about baby's first bar experience. We'll for sure be going back. Maybe like when I'm not sick. I know there's a bunch of people in my program who are party people, so it'd be fun. But I'm super glad I had this experience. And I highly recommend you guys to try something new. Like that, something that you've been wanting to try, but have been too scared or afraid. Just go do it. Because I did. And it was super fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys all in my next vlog. Sometimes I'll get this weird energy where I'll film a bunch and I'll edit a bunch, and then for like 2 weeks I won't do anything. Or I'll film and I just won't edit. That's what's happening right now. I have a book vlog to edit, so I'll be doing that. But I wanted to say goodnight. Goodnight. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for watching.